Companies talk about continuous improvement all of the time, but what are we actually doing to make sure that continuous improvement is an intentional, repeatable thing that we're all constantly working on? Well, this week's tweak to your work is all about the retrospective and how you can improve team feedback, you can improve continuous improvement, you can improve accountability within the team, you can build on strengths, you reduce overwhelm. There's so many benefits to doing a retrospective, and not just a once-off thing, but something that you build into your rhythms as a team. In the pace of our work today, it's totally understandable that the retrospective is overlooked. Why do we have to sit here and look backwards when we should be on to the next thing and the next great thing? But actually, how can we improve our work going forward if we're not going to just take a moment, look at what worked, look at what didn't work, and then take our learnings from that to move forward again for continuous improvement. But also, I can't underestimate how powerful this is as a feedback mechanism. Most teams, most managers, most companies aren't providing feedback in a way that's really conducive to improvement. This format is incredibly effective, so it's really worth giving it a try. A retrospective is really just coming together and looking at how we've performed as a team. What are the outcomes that we've achieved? What worked? What didn't work? What did we learn? There's a few golden rules with this. The first being, this is not a blame game. This is not you did this and you did that. It's not a personal thing. This is purely outcome focused. Take the personal element out of it. As a team, what is it that we can improve upon? What is it that we liked or didn't like? What is it that we need to change, stop, start? The second golden rule is to identify brilliance. Don't just look at the nitpicking, right? We're all great at that. We should have done this better. We should have done this better. We should have done this better. This went wrong. This went wrong. I've often looked back on projects and it sticks in my head what went wrong with those. I forget that actually 97% of it went really, really well. We overlook that and we look at the what went wrong. So, but what we know about when we focus on strengths and positives is actually we learn more, we get more curious, we get more innovative and creative. So making sure that you take the time to look at the positives, not just the negatives, can also help the process immensely. And it's also a great opportunity to kind of celebrate, to take that moment to pause after a project or as a team and say, this was absolutely brilliant. Look at how we did this. This was fantastic. Another golden rule is regularity. This is a tweak. So I'm asking you to experiment with this, to do it once. But once you do, build up your practice of facilitating and running these regularly. I cannot underestimate what a powerful tool for continuous improvement it is. I know I've said it already, but it really is. And to make it all so much easier, we've got a really nice template on Miro. This is based on the 4 L's method of retrospective, but we've changed it a little bit based on the feedback that we get in our experience in workshops when we run this with multiple clients. So the 3 L's are, when you've got the parameters of the retrospective, what is it you liked? What is it you learned? And what is it that was lacking? When you've done that, you also have some space for questions. What were the questions that have been raised as a result of this thing or these parameters that maybe we don't have the answer for, but we're just going to park them for now? And then we go to recommendations. What are the recommendations from this? I'm going to add in actually one more golden rule, and that is it's quality over quantity. It is not helpful for somebody to stick in, 50 post-its on what they liked. Everyone should prioritize. It's much better to have 3 or 4 or 5 really well thought out, prioritized inputs rather than 50 that everybody has to read through. So there is, that also comes then really important with the recommendations. We can have hundreds and hundreds of recommendations, but we're going to ask you to distill those right down, to vote on them as a team, and then to prioritize them. It's all of the instructions are in the Miro board that you can access, and you can do it. The Miro board is great for online, but you can take the exact same format and do it in an offline scenario where you've got Post-it notes and you've got Sharpies and you've got a nice big wall where you put them all up in different sections on the wall. It's so easy, so powerful. I really hope you try it and let us know how you get on. Let's make work better together.